¿Qué pasa, everybody? On this episode, we're taking this $35 figure and we're giving it an upgrade. Plus, as a bonus, I'm gonna show you how to make this figure from the Cell Saga. We're gonna review this Super Saiyan Trunks, give a little bit of his backstory, plus stick around because I have a bonus accessory that I'm gonna see whether or not works with this figure. If it does, it's gonna be awesome. So stick around as we play this intro. Alright, so the name of this figure is Super Saiyan Trunks Infinite Latent Superpower. And so far, the only thing I've seen that's infinite from s.h.figuarts is the amount of words that they use in the title for their figures. They're long. Now this is Future Trunks, but this is the armored version of Future Trunks during the Cell Saga. Him along with Vegeta, Goku, and Gohan all put on this armor as they were training up in Kami's Lookout Station and preparing for Cell. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. Right now, let's take a look at the box. Front of the box, you got that clear window, you got an image of the figure. Side of the box, you get an arm, a face, and a face. Back of the box, more images of the figure. It's your standard Dragon Ball packaging. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get this thing open. Let's give him his upgrade, and let's make that bonus figure as soon as you say those two magic words.
Oh, baby.
And there he is, Armor Trunks out of his packaging. And as you can tell, limited accessories in this release. We do get 3 pairs of hands. You get these open palm hands, these slight gripping hands or blast hands, however you want to call them. And you get the 2 fists that come on the figure. And I guess technically a 4th pair of hands. You get an extra pair of arms and crossed hands right there. This trunk comes with 3 face plates. You get the angry pooping face, you get the open mouth yelling face, and you get this more stern face that comes on the figure. The hair is a metallic sheen. I tend to prefer the matte colored yellow on these Super Saiyans. You guys let me know in the comment what you prefer. You like the glittery shiny color, or you like myself and you like the matte colored? Let me know. Now this is the longer haired version of Trunks. He also has his hair in a ponytail. While Trunks and Vegeta were training on Kami's Lookout, they use that little gravity chamber room where time works differently, like a day is like a year or something like that. So he went in with short hair, came out with long hair. Later on, Bulma did give him a haircut, so we will take a look and see if you can swap heads with that shorter hair Future Trunks and see if he'll go in here. But for now, let's keep looking at this figure. Now, one thing that does stick out to me is the color of the armor and the gloves. It does seem to be more of a gray color than a white color. I believe the original release of this did have white gloves and white armor, so that part's kind of a bummer. The blue on here is fantastic. Articulation wise, the arms will come up more than 90 degrees. You get a good T on there, you can bend forward and back. Even though when you do bend back, you do get a gap in the center right there, which doesn't look really good, but doesn't rock side to side too much. I guess he can bend back pretty far, bend forward pretty far, just it's from this lower hinge. But you do get these weird like butt creases on here if you do that. He can kick back pretty far and he has a slight toe hinge. One disappointing thing about this figure, which is also a benefit of the figure, is during that Cell Saga when Trunks was in this form, he did pump up pretty big and his muscles got real big. So I would like to see them release a version of that. But now let's move on to that bonus figure, which is also, like I said, a benefit of having the slimmer body on this guy, is that during that Cell Saga, once Vegeta and Trunks were done training in that room, Gohan and Goku walked into that room. And when they walked out, they learned how to stay in Super Saiyan form to maintain their power. So for a good while, we got to see Goku in Super Saiyan form wearing this armor. It was always a real cool look. I thought I wanted to see if it was possible to switch out the head from the full power Goku to this Trunks body. Now, as you can see, the ball peg on this full power Goku is a lot smaller than this Trunks ball peg for some reason. It's really annoying and you can't pull out the peg. It's kind of stuck in there, but I did find a workaround for that. Full disclosure, once you do this, you're going to kind of ruin the head of the figure. But fortunately, usually the only figure you can find in any Target or Walmart from the Dragon Ball line is usually the full power Goku. So there's plenty of them out there. If you want to get another Trunks body, I'll leave a description down below. They're still on Amazon. Get your hands on the second one, then you can follow me along with this. So what I had to end up doing was scrape out the hole on the bottom of this Goku figure. You can get like what's called a Dremel, and it would go in there and you can get the attachment and it'll just scrape it out. That's probably the better option. It's the more expensive option. I got the cheap option and I used a pair of scissors. I basically got the small end of these scissors. I went into the hole and I just kind of scraped in a circular motion. Kept scraping in a circular motion until I got it wide enough to fit this ball peg in. One thing to think about is that you want it wider in the inside, a little smaller on the outside, so it can't like scoop under this so it doesn't like fall off. Just be really careful when you do it. Scrape a little bit out, test it, see if it fits. Try not to push too hard so that you don't break this peg on there. But Once you do got it at the right width, you should be able to pop it right in there. Pop your face and hair right back on there. There you go, you got yourself an Armor Goku. Looks pretty good, makes me happy, I dig it. Now, as promised, we're going to upgrade this Trunks figure. For the first upgrade, we're going to be using these trunk head sculpts. I got it off of AliExpress. I'll leave a link down in the description. This basically comes with some of the stuff that the original release came with, being the matte hair version of the Super Saiyan Trunks, plus his powered down version, his long hair, and you do get a faceplate of Trunks powering up. His eyes kind of went like that berserker white, which is really cool. So we don't got a faceplate with purple eyebrows for this, but there is another little hack around that. Now, I do have this original Future Trunks. I haven't reviewed it yet, but what I do have is this bootleg version of Future Trunks. You can tell because there's no stickers on here. The box is real flimsy. He comes with the short purple hair, but for some reason they put the gold eyebrows on there, even though he does come with the purple faceplate. Like I said, I don't condone buying bootlegs, but sometimes it's a cheap, easy way to get something that you need. Let's see how well this face with the purple eyebrows works on this figure. The bad part about this bootleg, it doesn't have prongs on the back of the head. It has like this little like straight slit right here. Yeah, unfortunately with the bootleg face, you got that little gap in the hair right there, so that isn't the best. So I caved in, decided to go ahead and get the original faceplate off that Future Trunks, but wow, it's the same thing. I know I'm not reviewing this Future Trunks, but it's the same thing with that little slide-in piece right there. Yeah, so that's a little bit of a bummer. It does work. I mean, the bootleg faceplate does look well. It's just you do get that gap in the hair. I was excited about this thing. I said it was an upgrade. I didn't know this was gonna happen. My bad. Now let's take a look at this Super Saiyan hair that is right here. Now this is definitely from when Trunks was powering up. Finally decided to power up after Vegeta passed out because he didn't want to do it in front of him and embarrass him. But when he did, he was bulking up. So we'll take a look at this head sculpt on the figure itself. Ow. Has all these spikes, and so you got to be careful when you're pushing it in because you're just like digging into a porcupine. And there you go, you got that powered up berserker Trunks there. Now, like I said, the muscles on the body are a little too slim for what he looked like in the actual cartoon, but still cool to have. That's a cool upgrade. And you can switch out with the faceplates that come with the figure. Now the faceplates that came with the figure do have that shiny yellow on the eyebrows, which I actually think adds a little bit to it. It looks pretty sharp. Now while I have this guy out, let's see if the Future Trunks head fits on this Armored Trunks body. Yeah, it does. Which the Trunks armor with the short hair looks really sharp. I really dig it. Now there's one more accessory set I want to try with this Trunks, which is this Tauntaun Toys hand accessory set, which these are made for the armor of Vegeta. We'll be reviewing that figure soon, putting these accessories on that figure. I have some more accessories to put on that. We're going to be kit building for a little bit. It's super fun. But I want to see if these hands will match the armor on this body, and maybe you can use it for both. So let's check it out and see. So this Tauntaun accessory pack comes with some blast effects, this extra arm, so it looks like pulling up his gloves. You also get this little extra slashing hand, and you get this hand right here to palm this effect. Now I'm not going to do a full review of this hand set. I just want to see if this little piece is going to fit and match on here. All right, so you got a twist, take that arm off. One thing I'm noticing is the paint is slightly off on the suit. The other thing is that this arm right here has a smaller hole than the peg is for Trunks' arm. Now unfortunately the pegs for this Trunks are bigger than the hole that are on the hands here. Hey you guys, this is Future Eddie. I'm actually doing my Vegeta review right now, and I know I just said that that arm and hand accessory doesn't fit on the Trunks, but you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to warm up all the pieces of this hand accessory set, which I was doing for the Vegeta video, and it turns out, yes, it does fit on this Trunks figure. So you can have Trunks pulling up his glove, or you can have a very cocky, happy Goku doing the same thing. Big note, make sure to warm up all your accessories, and if you like the artwork of this, by the way, this is the grade A battle from my buddy Nostalgia Unboxed. Make sure to check out his Ko-fi. You can put his artwork designs on all types of stuff. Link will be in the description. And while you're in my description, make sure to hit that like button. All right, back to the review. Like I said, if you guys want to get a full review of that Tauntaun art accessory set and the Super Saiyan Vegeta, if you guys want to watch that review, it's going to be coming up soon. I'm waiting on one more accessory piece to come in so I can fully do that review. Have a jam pack with all types of cool looks that you can do with these base figures that are cheaper. They're coming out cheaper at 35 bucks. Just in this video, just to recap, we use a third-party head sculpt. We use the head from my other figure to make a whole other figure. And we got a cheap bootleg faceplate to kind of work around and kind of make it work. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you can be notified when that Vegeta video comes out. If you guys like Dragon Ball figures, you're gonna want to watch this playlist right here. In one of these videos on this playlist, I bought a Kid Goku bootleg from AliExpress and an actual Kid Goku Innocent Challenger. So if you like this kind of kid bashing and accessory pulling, you're gonna want to watch that video. Thanks for watching this one. We'll see you guys next time.